Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and if you are new here, good morning, because I woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I have had no coffee, and I am exhausted, but I forgot what I was going to say. It's raining outside. I'm not going to lie, I'm not excited to be wearing pants right now. Have you ever had one of those days where you go to put your pants on, and like, putting them on is just too much, and you just like fall over, but you don't fall over like I'm unsteady, you fall over like, and you just like fall into like the nearest door frame that's near you, because it's just like, yeah, like it wasn't too much. It's just like you couldn't physically do it. You just like, I just couldn't do it. And that was me this morning. So that was fun. So today I'm coming at you. It is a fun day in the Paige world. First of all, let me introduce you to somebody. Cute, right? So I'm a 13-year-old girl. Okay, so all of that ridiculousness aside, I have two different things that I am here today with. I can't believe how hard it is raining. Is this gonna play back in my video? It's gonna sound like I'm in the middle of a washer. So the brands I have today are NYC, because like, how much does it really get? A lot more drugstore, like LA Girl or whatever that LA one is. That's pretty drugstore. But this is like some drugstore happening right here. Now, this is where it gets fun, because they didn't have an eyeshadow that I was like, oh, I'm so in love with. So for eyeshadow, it's the Jaclyn Hill palette. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be swatching it. We're going to be playing with it. I'm obsessed. I'm so excited. I have yet to put any of my little fingers in this pan, because or any of these little pans, because I'm just like, I'm dying. I'm so excited. Why did I put all this stuff so far away? That was stupid. First, we are going to go in with the NYC Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer. So let's just go ahead and we're going to like start smoothing this in. We're going to like kick our hair back. That was a really cute face. I'm getting chunks like all over my face. You see this? All these oh my gosh. So as we've established, the Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer from NYC is trash. I just went ahead, I had to wipe it off my face. Don't worry, brought the makeup wipes, because God only knows if that's gonna happen again. But I had to remove it. I had to reapply a little bit of moisturizer, because it actually, in the 2 seconds it was on my face, managed to like, it stung. Like, what's in there? Like ant repellent? So I went ahead and I primed with my Milani Prime Shield. I use this basically every day. It's pretty good, great stuff for my face. I like this. So I went ahead and I primed with that. We're going to move on to foundation. I picked up the NYC City Proof Matte 10-Hour Anti-Shine Foundation in the shade 001 Ivory. No, it doesn't say anything, I don't think, about coverage, does it? Anti-shine foundation, perfect matte finish, up to 10-hour wear, lightweight formula, oil and fragrance free, won't clog pores, dermatologist tested. Yeah, sure. So was your ant repellent over there, and I don't know how dermatologist tested that was, but whatever. First, wow, that is like a thick, do you see that madness? I do have to wear this, God, so like, okay. So I can't even get this to like give me any pigment. I have been putting this on. I've done like 4 coats. Like look at that. Like, isn't that insane? This feels more like a tinted moisturizer. If you look right in here, these spots, like all my acne, it's not covering them. It's like sinking into them. So I'm like 0 for 2 right now. I can't wear this. This is garbage. And it's like, oh, and it's getting patchier. I'm gonna have to remove it again. Okay, so this foundation is also trash. I don't know where I put the lid, and quite frankly, I don't give a flying damn. But it is the Matte and Poreless by Maybelline. The Fit Me Matte and Poreless is like raved about, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work for me, because like I said, if I tried it, I don't remember. I might have just swatched it in the store. So we are going to start with this. I am in the shade, by the way, 110 Porcelain, which I believe yet again is the lightest shade they make. Big shocker. Whoa. Okay, oh, yep, okay, all right, calm down. Very liquidy, like running. Whoa, running. Oh, look, coverage. I always wondered what coverage looked like. All right, obviously none. And then this is like one thin-ish coat all the way up and down the, well, I did the whole nose, because you can't just do half a nose. It drives me insane. I will do another coat on this, but before I do that, I want to do the other side with a brush, because I'm dying to see what it's like. Okay guys, I'm gonna go in. This is just a flat top kabuki. It's like a no-name brand, I think. Wow, this is a runny foundation going down my hand. Okay. So we're gonna go on, put some product on here, and see how this goes. Just buffer right in. Made it streaky. You see that? Okay, so I don't like a brush with this one. Okay, so I actually don't hate this. Like, not bad. It gives, I did, like I said, I went over it with a beauty blender. This is about 2 coats on both sides, and I actually really like it so far. I do see like a little bit of the potential for patchiness, but that's just, I know my face, so like this could go either way kind of thing. So I'm intrigued to see how this one wears throughout the day. So needless to say, I'm really nervous about this because we're going back to the NYC. Because, you know, this is supposed to be an NYC try-on. We're trying it on. It's just not working. But I picked up the Cover Stick Correct Anti-Cream in the color Light, 781. The color. And let's like swatch here. Oh, good. Chalk. But it's actually not a horrible color match. And, I mean, it kind of blends, right? Like, it's not the worst. It's really shiny. I'm so, like, I don't want to. I'm so nervous. Oh, man. So I put it on this side. I think it brightened. I'm trying to be positive. And that's like my, I'm going to try and be positive face, but like, I don't know how to be positive about something that I hate. It definitely brightened, I think. Okay, let's start here. The color isn't horrible. Like the color match, it isn't bad. The problem I have is that it didn't cover anything. It just like, I feel like I could have gotten the same results from taking a stick of butter and smearing it on my face. I don't really want to apply this to my other eye because it's not going to do anything. I'm using my that sounds good. I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape, and I don't know what, like, look at what it's doing here. Like, it just, oh, yes, that is a concealer, girl. Yes. Okay, so obviously the NYC concealer sucked. I added my Tarte Shape Tape, and that Tarte Shape Tape and the Maybelline Fit Me actually look really good together. So I'm really happy about this. But guess what? About to be less happy. I have some NYC translucent powder to try. I'm going to shake a little out into the lid here. Okay, translucent. So this is what the powder looks like. That to me does not look like translucent, but like, we shall see. Okay, guys, in the interest of science, here we go. Okay, so it's not like first impression, it's not very brightening. Like I have a lot of other ones like the RCMA powder, even the Lottie stuff that I've been using as of late. That stuff is a lot more translucent and like brightening than this is. I feel like this, even in pan, it has kind of like a beigey skin tone undertone to it. So, okay, that's my overall thoughts on this so far, is it almost has like a talcum powder feel, but not like the milling that I would typically look for in a setting powder. So it's interesting. It's definitely leaving my face with a little bit of texture, and I feel like it's clinging instead of just like setting and like pushing. You know, there's a difference between like the ones that you put them on your face and they just kind of like, and they create like a glass table effect, you know, where everything smooths out. And I feel like this is actually just like grabbing my concealer and just like, and like sticking in every single tiny little place that it can. So I went ahead, I did my eyebrows with my ColourPop pencil. I didn't have any new brow products, but I am obsessed with this. I highly, highly recommend these. They are like $5 on the ColourPop website. I have used this thing so much. I mean, like, I think it's near the end of its tiny little life, but I've gotten so much product and like use out of this for $5, you know? So without any further screwing around, I am so excited to present to you the showstopper, the Jaclyn Hill palette. I am dying for this. So the deal with this, and I will kind of unbox it. So on the front, in like the pretty, you know, shiny font, you have the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. Obviously, she kind of collabed with them, but not collab. Like, she had full control over this. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably heard a little bit of like what I'm about to say on this so far. So just bear with me for a second. But on the back, you have like 4 super cute pictures of her because she's adorable. And you have her little note that she wrote, which is, creating this palette has truly been a dream come true for me. Morphe gave me full creative control and allowed me to customize my dream palette for everyone to enjoy. Every shade was customized by me, and I really hope you guys love it as much as I do. I wanted a range of neutrals and pops of color to accommodate all skin tones. I put my heart and soul into this palette, and I hope my pickiness pays off. XO, Jacqueline. And I really love this too because, oh my god, and like, look at this. First of all, it comes in bubble wrap. So like, if you don't love to play with bubble wrap, I'm sorry that your childhood was horrible. Now, once you open it up, you get the palette, obviously, and it comes with this card, and it just says, you know, Morphe by Jaclyn Hill, blah, blah, blah. It's her with her palette. And on the back, this is how they gave you the shades and the shade names. They give you obviously like a shade of, or like a swatch of each palette and, or of each pan, as well as the names. And I watched Jaclyn Hill's video partway through, and she actually goes through and tells you like why she named it each shade and all that good stuff, which I thought was a really cute, nice like touch, because she did go through and put so much time and like emphasis on the names, and I was crazy about that. So I thought that was a really cute touch. Like, you could tell it wasn't an arbitrary, like, this one is fog, this one is purple. You know, she went through and she really like gave reasons, and she gave the stories, and it was kind of cute. So the palette itself, same font, looks exactly like it did on the front cover, which is just like so sleek. I actually really like the design of this. And then you open it up and just now, there is no mirror, obviously, because that would have upped the price substantially, but she just has a little note. This palette is dedicated to all my loving subscribers. XO, Jacqueline, up here. Now, if you look at these colors, are you not just like in a daze of how happy? What I loved about this, and I don't know, is this bendable? Like, is it supposed to bend? I don't know, but I'm gonna bend it, because if it don't bend backwards, I'm gonna have a problem. So, bending it backwards. It's okay. Oh, it actually looks like it did score pretty well. Okay. Good. Now, what I loved about this too that I learned in her video, still haven't swatched any of these, by the way. They are all like virgins, like just tiny, all little, oh god, like look at them. But anyways, when I was watching her video, what I loved so much was because she went through and she kind of explained about the process for this and how these are actually different than any Morphe eyeshadows that you have tried. Like, if you've tried them previously, I have only ever tried like small amounts of Morphe shadows. I've never tried like one of their big pan palettes, just because I kept finding shadows that I liked better. But what I loved is that she actually went through with Morphe. They gave her complete creative control on this palette. And she said, okay, well, in that case, you know, I know exactly what I'm looking for consistency. I know what I'm looking for shine, or for matte, or for longevity, or blendability, or whatever it was. And every single shadow in this kit, which this kit I don't know if I've mentioned it yet. I don't think I have. It's 35 shades, and the price was $38. You could use an affiliate code to purchase it. And I think that saved like another 10%. Of course I did, because you know me, girl, gotta have a coupon. So I think I ended up paying, it was like just over $30. I want to say it was like $34, which actually made it like under $1 a pan, which is insane. Just a side note, I know I mentioned price, but these are out of stock right now. Her palette sold out in like 20 minutes, I think. I was in line to get it. Man, Morphe, y'all had me waiting in line like it was Walmart up in here. Like, I was online and it's like, sorry, you have to wait to check out. Someone will be with you. And I was like, I'm sorry, am I like in aisle 15 right now? Like, can I help you? So that was a little bit frustrating, but they were just, the site was insanely busy when they launched, and I could not believe. Now, I do know too that this palette, it's not back in stock yet, which is why I didn't like rush and like hurry up to do this video. I've had this palette for a couple of days now, but because it's not like, you can't run out and buy it anyways, but it will be back in stock from what I hear from, you know, the goings on in the YouTube and beauty community. So I'm really excited about that. But I've talked enough. It's already been like way too long. I want to start putting some of these on my face. Woo! Okay, so I want to do like a fun-ish look, but I don't want to clash too bad with like my army crawling shirt over here. So I think I'm going to go in with Creamsicle, which is this like yellow shade over here, and just put it on a crease brush, like a fluffy crease brush. A little bit of kick, actually not that bad. And let's start. And that is really pretty. Very blendable so far. I'm interested to see how they blend into each other. So that is like really pretty. I actually really like it. I did take it a little higher, that way when I come down and I put something on my brow bone, I'll be able to like mesh them together. I want to go in next with the color Hunts, which is like kind of a burnt orangey kind of color. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm obsessed with the Modern Renaissance palette. So, like, of course, I would love this color. This is, like, what that whole palette was based around. But, oh my, holy pigmentation. Holy cow. Is that not just gorgeous? Oh, my goodness. Oh. Oh. What was that? Be my best friend? Oh, okay. That is so freaking pretty. Holy cow. Okay. Okay. Blow my socks right off, why don't ya? I'm going to go in with this brown shade down here, which is Central Park, yeah. And I'm going to go in with this shade. I'm going to take it on like a tiny little dense brush and place it where I want, and then I'm going to blend it out with this guy. Okay, so that's beautiful. I do want to, I want to not drop everything on my vanity. I want to grab some glitter glue, and the reason is because I just don't want this to move. Once it's done, I want it to stay. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the glitter glue by Too Faced, which, fun fact, the other, like, what is it, a week and a half ago, they released their glitter palette, which I think I've actually got somewhere over here. Yes, they released their glitter palette, and I have been using this a little bit on and off so I could kind of go through, maybe tell you guys about it, get an opinion for it type thing. And I bought this glitter glue at the same time because I've never, fun fact, never used glitter glue prior to that palette. I've never really, I don't think, thought I needed it. And now that I've used it, I'm just like, girl. I actually want to use this shade down here, which is Obsessed. Oh, well, that's fitting. Okay, so let's go in. Like, just look at that. How do you not? So look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to glue the other eye, and we'll be like right with you, okay, while I have a heart attack. Okay, so I think I just had a love child. Oh my gosh. That's the, okay, listen. These shadows blended amazingly. They look gorgeous. Like, these shades are so true. They're just like, they don't go on and then like try to play you. Like, oh, I'm gonna go on a shimmer and like in 13 seconds, I'm gonna look like crap. They go on and they're just like, no, I'm brown. Poof. Or I'm shimmery. And they're like so amazing. I can't. They're so blendable. Even that shimmer shade with glitter glue blended out really nicely on the tops and on the sides. So this is amazing. Oh my gosh. So how about I go ahead? I don't want to swatch every single one of them because I'll be here obviously this long. But I do want to swatch a couple that look really intriguing. So out of the top row here, I swatched this guy and then these last three shimmers, which are in Light, Faint, Sissy, and Little Lady. And they're in that order. And like, look at that. Look at how just like shiny and pigmented and just amazing. I'm trying to let the light hit them and it's not working. Maybe I should swatch, I don't know, over here. That would be smarter. Okay, so do you see this? Do you see this color? Here. What? Creamsicle, Pukey, Firework, and Queen. Oh my gosh, you guys, Firework. Seriously. It's like a shimmery burnt orange with sparkly. Oh my gosh. Wow. Do you see that? Like, that just like kept going. Like, that's insane. So I did 5 shades from the third row because look at the third row. Wow. But I did the shade Obsessed, SBN, Hillster, Jazz. I don't know how you say that. J-A-C-Z. I don't know. And Crayon Apple. That's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. And like, look at those. Oh my word. Pigmentation up the wazoo, you guys. Look at that. You see that shit? That swatch is still going. Still going. Still going. Went all the way to here and there's some left. That's the pigmentation I'm talking about. And I don't have little arms. So that's quite a haul for a swatch. Oh my word. I feel like I say that every time. So I went ahead, I did another 5. I started obviously with the purple and the blue. This is Royalty, Twerk, Hustle, Meeks, and 24/7 is the one that did not stop swatching. Like, look at that. Look at how just like, I want you to really appreciate these. So I'm going to just put them here forever. Is that not, are those not just insanely beautiful? So the last row, just because it's down like last but not least sort of situation, look at these colors. Oh my gosh. And of course, like I said, this is not the whole row or anything, but I did Pool Party, Jada, Diva, Diva, Soda Pop, and Abyss. And then I wanted to do Abyss because I like seeing, like, is it really a matte black? Like, is it a deep, good black? Or is it just like a eh? And that's actually really, really pretty. So that is the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's also known as my lover. I am really actually upset that I have to take these off my arm. Wow, holy, look at that. They even stayed behind for like a party over here. So I did go ahead and I did my lower lash line in the same like color scheme, you know, orange, brown, and then the shimmer kind of toward the inside. And then I also tight lined some black liner, and I am obsessed with the Lottie wing liner. This will replace, like, I have the Too Faced liner, and I did a whole video, by the way, on the Lottie by London line. I will link it down below if I can, you know, figure out, I don't want to say figure out how to do it because I know that it's fairly easy, but if I can remember to tell myself to link it, I will do that. But I have been loving this liner. It is so good. The felt tip is amazing. It deposits product over glitter, over shimmer. Like, oh my frick, I'm obsessed with this liner. And I'm just like, what, like $7.99 versus like, this is the Too Faced one, and this one was like, what, 20 some dollars for a liner, and this one actually did kind of get gummed up with like glitter and stuff. I'm just like, I can't. So anyways, I went ahead, I did that, and it's time for mascara. Now, unfortunately, I have the NYC mascara here, and it is Big Volume by the Lash Volumizing Mascara, 12 times Lash Volume, whatever. Am I nervous? Yep. This is in the color, by the way, 857 Extreme Black, and I don't know that I've ever been more nervous to try a mascara. Oh, wow, that actually reminds me a little bit of the Buxom brush. This is what you get. It's a little, I don't know why that's not picking up. I feel like the yellow from the handle is like canceling out everything else. But I'm going to go in with my little compact, look down as I always do, and just kind of start applying. So this is one coat, and it's actually really pretty. Like, it's doing a very nice job lifting, separating the lashes, defining them. I feel like this is really pretty so far. So far, my thoughts on this mascara, I went ahead and did both eyes. My thoughts are that it is very lifting. It's very separating. It actually does do a very nice job volumizing, and it's probably the nicest product that I've used thus far. So the next couple of products scare me because they're also from NYC. I have the Color Wheels. This one is, I'm assuming, like a bronzery. I also have the blushy one, and then I just picked this one up because it says translucent highlighter, but like that's a lot of brown for a translucent highlighter, so I don't really know how this is gonna go. I was really afraid there was gonna be like shimmer to this, so I'm gonna take and kind of move it around, take a look-see, swatch her a little bit. Okay, so it's not like the, what am I trying to accomplish? It's not like the worst. I'm a little nervous because it blends okay. I'm just like, I'm so afraid to put it on my face. Oh, okay, not the worst. I think it'll be interesting too to see how this wears throughout the day, because like I've had bronzers before that, yeah, they went on nice and everything, but they didn't last for crap. So I think that'll be interesting to see how well the pigment stays. Overall, that actually is really pretty. It's settled into the skin very nicely. I definitely like it so far. Like I said before, though, it'll be interesting to see kind of how it sits, if it lasts, that kind of thing. But so far, this is not the worst. So next we are going to hit up this Mosaic color wheel for blush. Now this does have some shimmer to it. Like all these little bright pink ones, those are picking up some shimmer. So I'm a little bit, ooh, all right. So not bad. I will say with this one, it doesn't have as much like stayable pigmentation to it, but it's actually really pretty. Okay. Like, as long as, I think the key with this one is to really get it worked up, get them all mixed together, and then see how much comes off. Like, really just tap the living piss out of it until there's like a very light sheen left. Because what I don't want is, I obviously don't want the bright pink pigment on my cheeks. I don't want the overwhelming sparkle on my cheeks. And I feel like, you know, you mix them all together with like the more neutral tones in here, like this one. And I feel like that's what helps really balance it out, which obviously is the point of the whole color wheel. That's not bad at all. Like, it's a little bit more flushed, but again, I'm going to end up not taking off, but blending out a lot of that. I typically put on quite a bit and then blend it out. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to blend it out real quick. So that's really pretty. I feel like the farther I get away, this is picking up almost pinky on camera, and it's not. That's why I keep leaning in to like make sure. This is definitely just the bronzery, and then the pink is down here, and it looks really good. Sorry, I'm looking in my viewfinder because I just want to like make sure that it looks good, so I'm not like going to get roasted about something that I didn't even know. Internet. Next, the last color wheel that we have is the Mosaic face powder translucent highlighter. Don't look so translucent to me, but you know, we will find out together. This is a bronzer. Like, that's almost more like Hula Light. Like, look at that. I wanted to put it somewhere where it was really white. That's not a highlighter, you dinks. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna set my face and then do my highlighter. The Lottie by London. I've obviously swatched all these. These were in my video as well, but the camera had died. It is the Shimmer Squad. That tiny little mirror is just so weird to me. But you do get really pretty, 4 really pretty shimmer shades. I mean, in my opinion, these shades are like really amazing for the price. Like, look at that. Okay, all right, girl, you better work. So I think I'm gonna go in. What brush do I want to use? I'm going to go in with the shade The Good Girl up here, this one. And we're going to just see what we can get. Oh, so pretty. Child. I did say this before. I do feel like they kind of show off some texture. Like, you can definitely see it. But again, texture's a real thing. People have texture. It's not going to stop me from wearing a blinding highlight. I tell you that right now. So lastly, we are going to go in with a lipstick. Yeah, I picked up lipstick from them. Yeah, I'm nervous to put it on. I picked up 3 options. The first one is the NYC City Proof Matte Long Lasting Blur Lip Color in the color Manhattan Mauve. I picked up the Violet Shine Ultra Moist Lip Wear in the color also Violet Shine. And I picked up Expert Last Lip Lacquer in the color Love Affair. I have no idea what this is supposed to do. So the long proof blurring stuff looks kind of, oh, okay, so it's just like a stick. All right, it's not the best color payoff, but not the worst. It's not a very dark pigment, which is I had kind of expected. And then I'm assuming after you take that, you could probably take the, what they call the blurring side, and you kind of literally blur it out. And because I did pick up the same color, I think what I'll do is I will use this one to line it. I went ahead, I applied that. I don't know why you'd, whoa, oh, quality. I don't know what you're gonna need this blurring side for. That, and I don't like it when there's sponges on a stick. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, all that does is wipe off the product. So I'm just gonna not. I am, however, going to put the real lipstick over top after I figure out how to open it. This is actually really glidey. It has very nice, it feels good. It does feel moisturizing, but it feels really nice. That's really, and it's actually a pretty color. I like it. I don't know, I think it's a little brighter than I thought it would be for this eye look, but whatever. It's not going to last very long on the upside. So there's that. Okay, you guys, that is the finished look. I hope that you have liked it. No, I'm kidding. I will be with you later. I was just messing with you. I will be checking in later throughout the day, and I can't guarantee that my hair will look like this because it's raining out, which when it rains, my hair goes and it like mats down. It's kind of like a dog, like a really shaggy dog, and how their hair just like mats down and gets all weird. That's what my hair does in the rain. Okay, so guys, it's real cute. It is the end of the day. It's like 8 o'clock. Normally I would like zoom you in and let you take a look, but that would not be fair today because it's been on my face face for like 14 hours, like longer than usual. I think I put this on, okay, maybe not 14 hours, like 12 and a half hours, but it's been on longer than I would feel comfortable to be like bringing you up close and like bashing the foundation, when this isn't really the foundation's fault. I had a really long day. I was inside, outside, running around. I was sweating. It was not like a fair judge. But what I can say, and that was like the second half of the day, so I do feel like I got a pretty good wear test for the foundation. So I thought I would just like come on here, talk about it while I took it off, kind of go over it. So don't mind my noise. What I loved is that like as it wore throughout the day, I felt like it was a very natural wear. It just looked like my face was kind of, it got a little shiny, you know, it did change like the overall pigment, but like the bronzer, blush, highlight stayed very much like intact and looked really nice. So I can really appreciate that. It did get really shiny, like so much so I had to blot I think 2 or 3 times and it was still really shiny. But other than that, I can't say too much bad stuff. The mascara lasted really well and I really liked the length and definition that I got from those, which was really nice. The NYC powder actually did a pretty good job at keeping it. Why is my light going in and out so bad right now? It's really irritating. But the NYC powder, I feel like it actually did a pretty good job kind of absorbing and smoothing over the skin. And it blended pretty nicely with the Tarte Shape Tape and the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, which was really good. Like I said, the bronzer, highlight, and blush, what's the third one called? Those were really good. They stayed nice, rich, pigmented all throughout the day, which was really, really nice. And oh my gosh, this Tarte Shape, this Jaclyn Hill palette, holy crap, so insanely beautiful. Like all day it was gorgeous. Even when it started to like get weird looking and like the oil on my lids was making it separate, it still looked really pretty. Like it was breaking apart, but that pigmentation stayed true all day. So like from far you were still like, oh, she got it together. And really it was more like, girl, I ain't got nothing together. The lipstick, that was an interesting like front runner there for a while. The lipstick that I put on this morning, which again, you know, was the blur stick that I put down first, and then the regular lipstick over top, that lipstick was actually very hydrating and color lasted. I noticed I didn't do a check-in halfway through the day, which is like the weirdest thing for me because I always remember to do a check-in. I wanted to check in, kind of tell you guys how it went, take it off with you because why not? Like I want it off my face. I'm sick of it. So I figured I would do that and let you see. Why is this lighting's gonna drive me insane. I'm gonna end the video because like, oh, frustrated. But I hope you guys all have like a fabulous day, night, weekend, whatever is coming up next for you. And I will talk to you guys all later. Bye. So gross. What a nasty way to end a video. Ugh. Bye.